Welcome to a new video here on Betty Loves Bricks channel. So my name is Betty and today I'll be reviewing the new Indiana Jones, the Temple of the Golden Idol set with you. So me and my kids have been putting together some fine Indiana Jones Lego sets. So this is the fighter plane chase, which we reviewed in a separate video. And this is the escape from the Lost Tomb, which my daughter really likes, and I have really enjoyed building the Temple of the Golden Idol. I am a huge Indiana Jones fan. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I saw all his movies together with my dad. It was our bonding time while going on an adventure with Indy and also his father. So I really love Indiana Jones, and I think Lego has done a brilliant thing releasing these three sets so many years later. So let me first tell you something about Raiders of the Lost Ark. The film was released in 1981 and it was the first Indiana Jones movie ever made. The opening scene is in this Aztec kind of jungle. I think that it's situated around the 1930s, maybe 35. And Indiana Jones enters the Temple of the Golden Idol to obtain the Golden Idol statue. But this temple is one filled with secret booby traps. It's one of the most memorable highlights of the movie, and I think it's pretty cool that they recreated it as a Lego set. So let's make a quick introduction to the minifigures you get with this set. So first off, you have Indiana Jones, who comes with a whip, a bag, an extra bag for sand, his hat, and two faces. One that is covered in spider webs and his otherwise little smirky face. Then you also get Satipo. Satipo is with Indy while he enters the Temple of the Golden Idol. He has a torch, a super fine haircut. And he also has a jewel face. But what I particularly love about this character is that he has the spiders on his back. And then you also get the bad guy, Belloc. He is Indy's nemesis. He's also a treasure hunter. He just has one smirky face. He comes with his complete camel-colored outfit and a gun. And with this set, you also get one of the Aztec natives. It's a member of the Jovitos tribe. He also has that splendid haircut. It's got like necklaces hanging over his abs, a little piece of cloth, and he has a nice bow and arrow. So this set is actually called a diorama because it's literally there for display purposes. As you can see, it consists of 3 parts, and each part has their own story to tell. This set has an 18+ mark, meaning it's basically an adult set. 1,545 pieces. What I really like is that for each of the dioramas that you're building, you're first building a very solid base. You do secure them, so you're not going to be taking them apart, making one big hole out of it. So let me take you on a tour here. As you can see, it has all these Aztec kind of details, colored tiling, there's brickwork, faces, statues built in all throughout the set. I really love that. I love the attention to detail that has gone into this set. Most of it is actually printed tile work. So this is all printed. The tilings here in the final piece are stickers, but that's okay. What I just don't understand is why did they put a sticker in for this? Because if you look at a lot of other sets that get this plaque, that's usually printed. That's just a slight pity. When you walk around in the jungle, this is where you enter the Temple of the Golden Idol. The first thing you encounter are those large spider webs and spiders crawling around. So Satipo gets all the spiders on his back. Indy is covered in like spider webs on his face. So nicely done. There are those spikes coming out of the walls and the skeleton of that dear professor friend, and that's where you can go through this little doorway. You see all these buttons on the bottom. So those are basically there for the action. So here you can swing from one side to the other. Just make sure you don't fall into the deep here. And then Indy has to make his way through all the booby traps here, all the way to the Golden Idol. And then when he finally has that statue, all hell just breaks loose. All the way up to Indy making his way out of the cave on time. And then once he's outside, Belloc and the Hovidos are waiting for him. And this is what I just think is one of the negative points about this set. You only get one golden idol. So you can imagine, I've already lost it a few times since the kids are playing with it. Be careful with it. So this is a really cool and interactive diorama to play with, because these knobs, so they all have their own functions. So this is what the pretty design looks like from the back. As you can see, there's a lot of techniques involved to make everything work. Awesome. And just the amount of details that have gone into these sets. From the brick to the colored tiles, the shrubs and the greenery. Our dear friend back there. I think it's just incredible. I have to tell you that once I put this set together, I immediately turned on the Indiana Jones movie just to find out how much was actually accurate. And it's amazing the amount of detail that has gone into this set. It's incredible and it's so accurate. So make sure you pick a nice spot for your set, because this one is incredible. Really, I think they've done an amazing job making this set. This set has an 18+ mark, meaning it's basically an adult set. I haven't timed it, but it took me 3 nights to complete each part. And then the next morning the kids would come down and be like, hey, what is this knob for? You know, so it was pretty fun. And then I got to show them all the cool neat tricks this set can do. I really like it. It's one of my favorite scenes from the movie, and I'm so glad that Lego has made a set out of it. 1,545 pieces. That's a decent size. It costs about 150 bucks. Do I think it's worth it? Yes. Yes, I do. It's a good price, considering you get more than 1,500 bricks for it. But for display purposes, I think it just looks amazing. And almost everyone who comes to the house is like, oh my god, what is that? So it really has a wow effect on people to have this set displayed. If you like this review, please subscribe to our channels, and I will be back with more Lego sets for reviewing. I obviously am enthusiastic, but I wonder if you feel the same. So drop us a comment below. Until next time, bye bye.